Hey everybody, Flip and Danny here, founders of the Freedom Real Estate Group family of companies, and welcome to another episode of our podcast we just called
Freedom Through Passive Income.
That's right, and welcome to another live episode, and we're somewhere new again. Well, it's new this week, it's not really new, but we're back in Ohio, and so this is our week 41 progress update, and our week review, or where you can recap.
Just a progress update.
Whatever we call
Tomorrow's
it.
the recap.
Anyway, but welcome. We're back in Ohio, and that's actually the first thing that we're going to talk about is we're back in Ohio.
Yes, yeah. So there's lots of things that we're doing while here. In fact, Flip had to change flights like twice. 3 times?
It went.
Yeah. So it just kind of kept growing. So we're like, we're going to be in Ohio. Okay, let's just add an extra day. Let's add an extra day. So lots of stuff happening. As soon as we arrived on Tuesday, we went to our Give Back event. Which was with Sue and Parachute Casa, I think was the organization.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So that was really cool. It was neat to learn about that organization.
Yeah. And we got to eat at Chuy's.
Yeah, we got to eat at Chuy's. Although, we ate a salad.
Yeah.
Not our normal
we didn't eat our normal fajitas. Our normal panchos nachos.
That too. So that was fun. And then yesterday, Skylar was here.
Yep, we recorded all day long.
Skylar is our videographer, and he was recently in Florida. I think we talked about that on the last live episode.
Yep.
That Skylar was there. Well, he flew into Ohio this time, and that way we could do some video shoots here at the office and with the entire team. And he was with the team all morning and then with us all afternoon.
Yep.
And then he flew off back home last night.
Yep.
So that was fun. That was I've never crammed that many videos in one day.
As we left the office, got a bite to eat and went back to our hotel room and crashed.
Yes. I think you headed to the golf store right across the street, and I was like, I'm going to bed.
I lasted 5 minutes in the golf store. That's how bad that was.
And then today's Thursday, and so here we are recording our live, and then tonight is FCI event.
Yep.
So Della is the one hosting tonight's event, and we have an investor panel that's coming, so I'm super excited to see those guys. And
I just saw the guest list of people that said they're coming that will be here, and that's huge. That's great.
I know, it's exciting, and we might even record it. So I know that Caitlin and Lauren are sticking around so they can record and take photos and things like that. So that's super exciting, so that we can continue to grow these events here locally. And then tomorrow is actually the only day we don't have anything scheduled.
What? I'm sure that'll change in the next hour or so.
It's Fun Shirt Friday, and we record our recap.
But besides that, I'm sure that 10 things will show up.
But then Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday is normally, I'd be happy that it's a football day because of college football, but no, it's actually Chris's wedding.
Yeah.
Chris Anino, who is our property manager with Independence Property Management.
Yep.
Or whatever his title is today.
Senior director or something. I have no idea.
Yeah. But anyway, so he's getting married this Saturday in Xenia, Ohio, which is just outside of Dayton. So we're excited. We're going to be going to that.
Yep. Yeah, and I actually asked him, I said, is there like a Freg section?
Yeah. Should we all sit together so people know who we are?
Anyways, we were very excited for him and his soon-to-be wife, Tiffany. And we hope that they have many wonderful years together.
Yep.
And then Sunday, we get to go back home to Florida. We get to
fly home, and boy, are my arms tired. We fly home bright and early on Sunday to get some home stuff done.
Yep.
And then the dogs come back on Monday.
Yes, I miss our puppers.
They come home from school on Monday.
Good stuff. And then we recently recorded a podcast this week about 99 versus 100.
Yep.
You want to talk about that and what we're doing?
Yep. So it's 99 people versus 100 people. No, it's whether it's 99% in or 100% in.
Yep.
And when you're 100% in, there's no wiggle room. There's nothing. When you're 99% in, you're leaving that little spot open with, I can just do it this once.
Yeah.
And so I'm referring to what we're doing with our meals and with everything for health going into for the next just shy of 5 weeks now.
Yep.
Going into our vacation, which is in Cancun.
Yep.
And so we're counting down because we're doing the 100% in.
Yes.
We're 100% being good. We're not going to give in. We're not going to say if somebody says, "Oh, can I do that?" It's 100%.
Yep.
And so today is day 32. We have 32 days left until Cancun.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going all in.
Yes. I'm excited. And every single morning, like we wake up And I think it was it last night or this morning?
Last night I said tomorrow's 32, and
Yep.
you're like,
What?
32 degrees?
Yeah. And then I realized, 32 days left.
We are in Ohio. It could be 32 degrees today.
So it's just kind of a funny for us.
Yep.
Every day we get a little bit excited because it's one day closer to Cancun and one day closer to us successfully honoring our commitment for these days.
Yep.
So that's exciting. We are looking at 3 deals right now. So let's get into deal talk real quick. There's 3 deals that we're looking at. One is locally. Another one is in Mississippi and actually is ready to go. We are just doing some final due diligence on it. And the other one I think is in North Carolina. It's still in negotiations. So that one looks like it's very, very promising and it's definitely going to happen. We're just in final negotiations and then we'll get all the rest of the details and be talking about that a little bit more. They might be 506Bs, and if they are 506Bs, guess what? You're not going to hear about it unless you're in our investor club. Mm-hmm. So just a admonishment to go to our website, freedomcapitalinvestments.com, and join our investor club so that you can jump on the phone with Ben or CJ, because you need to talk with Ben and CJ, have a conversation with them to develop the relationship. Once you've developed that relationship, we can start talking to you about deals and we can invite you to participate in the deals. But if we don't have that relationship and we don't have the notes from that phone call, even if you said, I want to be a part of this deal, we cannot allow you to be a part of the deal because that's the nature of a 506B, as in boy, as in buddy.
That's
you have to be our buddy first so you can't get in. So that's part of the private offerings piece that we talk about all the time. So just make sure that you go ahead and do that if you want to see what deals are coming up, because I think all 3 of them are going to be 506Bs, as in buddy. So just letting you know. And then we also have a pending closing. We keep on saying that. It's been rescheduled 4 times now. And this is a sale of a property that we have, but we're just not talking about it until it happens. So we can't just give you any more details until we know for sure.
Until the money's in the bank.
Yeah, I keep on waiting for the check. Did it get extended again, or did it actually close? And I just don't know yet. So for our live update, you don't know either. We'll have to tell you next week. But I think that's all we have.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited that I didn't learn about a deal today. I mean, I learned about the North Carolina one this morning in the drive to the office. And that was just because I happened to be next to you while you were on the phone. So that's how I found out about it. But make sure you join our investor club. Go to www.freedomcapitalinvestments.com and join that investor club. That way you get to be a part of the investor club and you get to hear about these deals that are coming up. You get to be our buddy, quote unquote buddy. I'm just doing the air quotes for those of you not watching. So again, very important to do that. Also check all the other stuff out that we have on the website. But we hope you enjoyed this episode, and we end each and every episode with
invest smart,
live happy.
Bye everybody.
Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions and information on the show are not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit and loss.